Netanyahu, listen close. This is your reckoning. I woke up one morning in Ouagadougou, sun barely cracking the horizon, when my intelligence chief burst through my office door. No knock, no greeting. Just a brown file slapped on my desk so hard my coffee jumped. "Mr. President," he said, voice shaking, "we found the snake." I opened that file, first page. A photograph staring back at me. Mossad Traore, my protocol officer, the man who'd sat beside me for 12 years. 12 years of meetings, of laughter, of late nights planning Burkina Faso's future. 12 years of him knowing every breath I took, every decision before I announced it, every movement before my security even planned the route. 12 years of him selling it all, straight to Tel Aviv, every single word. I didn't blink. I picked up my phone, one call, one sentence. Hit them all, before sunrise. 43 locations across Burkina Faso, government offices, hotels, safe houses, fake NGO headquarters, one coordinated strike, 60 minutes. 43 Mossad operatives in handcuffs before the roosters crowed. Your cultural attaché, Netanyahu, that smiling bastard at every embassy party, we caught him at the airport, 3 fake passports in his jacket, $340,000 cash in his briefcase. Running like a coward. And when my men grabbed him, you know what he did? He cried, in Hebrew, like a baby caught stealing candy, begging in a language he thought we wouldn't understand. Wrong. We understand everything now. Your station chief, burning documents in his safe house at 3 a.m., thinking he had time. He didn't. My commandos kicked his door at 3-7. Every paper he tried to destroy, I already had copies. Photographed weeks ago. We've been watching him burn coffee and read newspapers for months, waiting for the right moment. That moment was now. I locked all 43 in one room. No air conditioning in February heat, no water, no toilet, just them, their sweat, and their fear. 2 hours of silence except for their own breathing and panic. Then your big shot businessman cracked, started screaming, names, addresses, bank accounts, Swiss numbers, handler protocols, safe house locations across 6 countries, everything. Why did he break so fast, Netanyahu? Because he knew something you forgot. When the ship sinks, Israel doesn't send lifeboats. You abandon your people. You let them drown and deny they ever worked for you. And once he sang, the dominoes fell across Africa like a beautiful symphony of justice. Mali gave me 9 more, Niger 11, Chad 7, Sahel Alliance 8, Kenya 6, Ethiopia 5, Ghana 4, 50 extra rats in one night. But the cherry on top? Your Johannesburg station chief walked into South African intelligence himself, put 2 hard drives on the table, looked them in the eye and said, "I'm done." You want to know why, Netanyahu? Because you ordered him to assassinate Nelson Mandela's granddaughter, a 23-year-old university student. And when he refused, you threatened his children, his kids, in Tel Aviv, your own people. So he chose us, he chose Africa, he chose humanity. And those hard drives? 50 years of Mossad operations on the African continent. 50 years of coups, assassinations, blackmail, bribery, and biological warfare research, gone. In one decision by one man with a conscience. I didn't just cut your network, Netanyahu, I ripped it out by the roots. Burned those roots. Salted the earth so nothing would ever grow again. You had safe houses, seized. Fake companies, dissolved. Bank accounts, frozen and emptied into African development funds. Local collaborators, arrested or running. You had eyes in my bedroom, my children's school, my wife's car, my presidential jet, all blind now. You had ears in every cabinet meeting, every military briefing, every private phone call, all deaf now. You had hands ready to strangle Africa's future, all broken now, every single finger snapped. That empire you spent generations building, I smashed it like cheap glass from a Chinese dollar store. And I smiled while doing it. But I didn't stop there. I found your death list, Netanyahu, 6 African presidents, marked for assassination on the same day, synchronized continental coup, Mali, Niger, Chad, Sahel, Kenya, Ethiopia. 1 bullet each. 6 new puppets installed by dawn. I saw the file on the Mali president's daughter, her school timetable, her favorite ice cream shop, the route she walked every Thursday, photos of her friends. Everything ready for a kidnapping to force her father's resignation. The Niger president discovered his own cousin on your payroll, $50,000 to betray family, to sell his nation, blood money sitting in a Dubai account. But the real devil was in Nairobi, your secret laboratory, hidden in an industrial park, disguised as a pharmaceutical research facility. My commandos kicked that door at 9 a.m. sharp. What they found made grown men vomit. Refrigerators full of biological weapons, viruses engineered specifically for African DNA markers, aerosol dispersal systems, maps showing villages marked for field testing, timetables for aerial spraying, population reduction projections on spreadsheets. If your bullets missed, you planned to spray genocide from planes like we were insects. I sent my best men. They poured acid on every vial, crushed your machines with sledgehammers, bulldozed the entire building. I burned everything at 1,200 degrees Celsius. Nothing left but black smoke and justice. Then I did something you didn't expect. I went public. Live television. Every network on Earth. 10 a.m. East Africa time. The whole world watching. Behind me, 5 giant screens. First screen. Photographs of my children sleeping in their beds. Your sniper surveillance notes on the windows. Angles, wind calculations, kill shots planned on babies. Second screen, your assassination list. 6 presidents, dates, methods, backup plans, all documented in Hebrew and English. Third screen, your bioweapon inventory. Every virus, every delivery mechanism, every target village. Population estimates before and after release. Fourth screen, the money. $47 million of Israeli taxpayer funds allocated to African operations. Line items, population reduction initiative, $12 million. Continental destabilization, $18 million. Asset elimination, $9 million. Fifth screen, your signature, your handwriting, your orders. Not some rogue agent, not some maverick general. You, Benjamin Netanyahu, Prime Minister of Israel. I zoomed in on your note in the margin. Accelerate deployment, window closing faster. You were impatient to kill millions. The room went silent. CNN anchors speechless. BBC presenters frozen. Al Jazeera hosts staring. Even your American friends couldn't spin this. Because when the proof is this raw, this documented, this signed by your own hand, even professional liars choke on their words. UN Security Council emergency session, 1 hour. ICC genocide investigation opened, 2 hours. Your allies ghosted you, radio silence. Israel's official statement, investigating claims of rogue elements. Rogue, I showed your signature again, slow zoom, high definition, 4 seconds of your handwriting filling the screen. Rogue doesn't sign the budget authorization, you coward. I showed your email. Subject line, Continental Strategy Update. Your words, continental instability creates investment opportunities. Proceed with biological option if conventional methods encounter resistance. The world saw the monster. 26 African nations filed for your arrest the same week. Not investigation, arrest. International warrant, war criminal status. That's your title now, forever. Africa roared back. 24 hours after my press conference, the continent moved as one body. 12 countries expelled 96 Israeli diplomats. Like yesterday's garbage. Mali 8, Niger 6, Chad 11, Sahel 9, Ghana 7, Kenya 12. Ethiopia 10, South Africa 15, Tanzania 5, Uganda 6, Zambia 4, Zimbabwe 3. Planes loaded, flags torn down, embassies locked, no goodbyes, no farewell dinners, just security escorts to the airport and one-way tickets. 48 hours later, 18 nations severed all diplomatic ties. Israeli embassies became ghost buildings overnight, flags removed, phones disconnected, staff gone. 1 week later, 26 countries marched to the International Criminal Court with one voice. Arrest Benjamin Netanyahu for genocide, conspiracy, assassination plots, and crimes against humanity. Not a request, a demand. Your 43 Mossad operatives, tried in African courts, all guilty, all life sentences, no appeals, no prisoner swaps, no quiet diplomacy. They rot in our maximum security prisons until their last breath. Hot cells, no visitors, no hope. And the 217 local collaborators who sold their souls for your dollars, public trials on live television. 17 faced the firing squad. Thousands watched justice rain down. My own protocol officer, Moussa Traore. 12 years of drinking my tea, 12 years of sending you my diary. I stood 10 meters away, 7 soldiers, 7 rifles. His last words, I thought Netanyahu would save me. 7 bullets answered him, chest exploded, body dropped, blood pooled in the red dirt. That echo, that was the sound of your empire cracking across an entire continent. I made sure every African child heard it. But I didn't stop there either. I declared total defense mode, not temporary, not until the crisis passes, forever. In Burkina Faso, every government worker takes a polygraph every 90 days now. Lie once, you disappear. Every foreigner is tracked from the second their plane lands. Face scan, phone cloned, car GPS, hotel room bugged, bank account monitored in real time. Every embassy under 24-hour surveillance, drones, microphones, cameras. We watch you watching us. I built a $50 million counterintelligence headquarters in Ouagadougou. African engineers, African steel, African software, zero Western backdoors. 2,000 new officers trained in 8 months. Young lions who grew up hungry, now they hunt spies for breakfast. Our encryption, born in Africa. Our satellites, African-launched. Our cyber capabilities, built by African minds who know how you think because you underestimated us for so long. You can't hack what you didn't build. Then I built the mother fortress. $200 million, Continental Intelligence Headquarters. Every alliance nation has a live operations seat. Screens bigger than football fields. Red dot appears in Mali. Every capital sees it in 3 seconds. Real-time data sharing, 6-hour threat updates, twice daily secure calls, biometric access only. If a spy rents a car in Dakar, his face is on my desk before he reaches the first intersection. We share everything, bank transfers, hotel logs, DNA from coffee cups, WhatsApp backups, decrypted in minutes. One continent, one nervous system, one immune response. Touch one cell, the entire body attacks. And listen carefully, America, Britain, France, Russia, China. Don't think I forgot about you. CIA, 230 active operations, 180 officers under diplomatic cover, 890 local assets on payroll, $340 million annual budget for Africa operations. I have every name, every safe house, every bank account. MI6, 140 operations, 95 officers, 520 collaborators, 180 pounds, million. I have your tea parties mapped. DGSE, 310 operations, 240 officers, 1,200 African sellouts, 420 euros million. I photographed your wine and cheese meetings. FSB, 85 operations, 60 officers, 340 assets, $120 million. MSS, 380 operations, 290 officers, 1,450 local snakes, $580 million. Biggest spy network on the continent. I have every front company, every fake factory, every container ship you use to move equipment. BND, 95 operations, 70 officers, 380 collaborators, 140 euros million. Total, almost 1,000 foreign intelligence officers walking African soil right now. Almost 5,000 African traitors eating foreign money. Nearly $2 billion spent annually to keep us on our knees. I have it all. And the same hammer that crushed Mossad is warming up for you. One morning you wake up, your station chief is gone, your safe house is raided, your officers in orange jumpsuits on international television, your career's in the toilet. That was the preview with Mossad. You're the main event. To every spy still operating in Africa. Your life ends the second my men knock. No dramatic chase, just boots, handcuffs, black bags over your heads. You wake up in concrete, no windows, no name, no hope. First week, we don't even talk. We let you sit in your own waste and think about your choices. Then African interrogators trained by your own manuals, but better go to work. You break, you always break. Then we parade you on television, orange jumpsuit, shaved head, shaking. The whole continent watches you confess. Your mother watches, your children watch, your agency watches. Court is quick. African judge, African jury, guilty, life sentence, no appeal. Desert prison or jungle hole where the sun forgets your name. 1 bowl of rice daily, 1 hour outside weekly. Guards who lost brothers to your coups smile when you beg. 20, 30, 40 years pass. Your teeth fall out. Your agency forgets you existed. You die quiet, alone, forgotten, buried in an unmarked hole behind the prison. That's your retirement package. History will remember this, Netanyahu. Not as you wanted. Not as the defender of Israel. As the madman who tried to poison Africa and lost everything. Every African schoolchild will learn your name next to Leopold and Hitler. Your grandchildren will Google you and cry. Wikipedia, convicted war criminal, ICC arrest warrant, died in disgrace. That's your eternity. Every February 15th, the day I exposed you, will be African Victory Day. Parades in 54 capitals, songs about the day Africa crushed the vampire. Your legacy is sealed in blood and fire. And I, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, made sure the world never forgets. This is my final word. Africa is no longer your playground. Africa is awake, armed, angry, united. 54 nations. One heartbeat, one fist, one voice screaming, never again. You had your centuries. You stole our gold. You killed our kings. You drew our borders in blood. You tried to finish it with viruses signed by Netanyahu. You failed. We are the new reality. Permanent, final, absolute. Come for us again, and we will bury you so deep the devil will need a map. I am Captain Ibrahim Traoré. I am Burkina Faso. I am Africa. Mission complete. Africa wins forever.